Good morning to you. My name's Sally Brown. I'm Pro-Vice Chancellor at Leeds Metropolitan University, and I'm speaking to you live this morning from Leeds and being web streamed down to the Lyon conference in London. I'm enormously grateful to Philip Butler for having given me the opportunity to do this, and I hope in the next 20 minutes or so we'll have a chance to set up some of the agendas for you to talk about during the course of today's and the rest of the week's conference. At the end of the presentation, I'll be giving you the website where you can take part in the interactive discussions, but for now I'm just going to take you through my presentation, which is on the topic of institutionalized responses to introducing technology-enhanced learning. How can we provide a personalized experience? And I'm just going to unpack that term, technology-enhanced learning, in the first instance. Technology-enhanced learning is the term that JISC use, the funding body that we're very grateful to for supporting some of our projects. And it's an eminently sensible term because crucial to it is learning. And in FE colleges and universities, that's what we're really all about. And if we are going to give our students a personalised learning experience, the learning's got to be at the heart of it. Technology is important, but the technology is there to support the learning. And that term enhancement is important too, because the term enhancement implies not that you're starting from scratch, but that you're working from something that's probably quite good already. And again, not throwing out the baby with the bathwater. What we hope is that technology-enhanced learning is going to make a better experience for our learners. One thing that's absolutely clear is the realisation that you can't ignore technology-enhanced learning. One of my colleagues from the JISC body was speaking to me recently and telling me how at a conference he'd been talking about a new way of doing something. One of the students who was in the audience came up to him at the end and said, "I can't believe you're still doing it like that, dude," and showed him a much simpler way of doing it. I really like that. I particularly like the term dude. So in your discussions afterwards, you might want to talk about how can we ensure that technopilics are not disadvantaged. Technopilic is a technical term that I think I've coined myself. It's for people like me who are quite keen to get involved, quite engaged, but probably quite fearful and may need a lot of help along the line. And I think the cue is from what the JISC experience told us about, which is that we have to get the students to help us as much as possible. So, delivering content using technology-enhanced learning, I would argue very strongly that it's not so much like delivering a parcel. It's not, here's this brilliant information I'm going to pass to you. It's much more about being more like delivering a baby. That is to say, the student at the heart of the process is the one who has to do the work. We, on the outside, we can guide, we can support, we can engage, we can offer interventions when things go wrong, but in the end, the only person who can bring forth learning is the labouring student. Memeatic, I think the technical term from the Greek is, meaning like a midwife. That's what we're in to do it for. So, content, again, I've talked about the delivery of content being more like delivering a baby, but content, I think, although it's tremendously important what we teach, we have to be aware of the fact that content can be gleaned from lots of different sources. It can be gleaned from other universities. For example, Massachusetts Institute of Technology and the Open University in the UK are providing huge amounts of content on open source. And it may be the case that we in colleges and universities are far less going to be concentrating on developing, deriving and creating that content than we are looking for and sourcing outstanding resources that we can use with our students. So, just to say the discussion point on the last one was, does it matter if we give away content? My argument is it doesn't. What's the role of